killed in a war ran at the 60%. We're now looking at the amount of civilians who die in warfare is up in the 90%. That means an overwhelming majority of people when we go to war are not the troops. They're not the people who want the war, but they're innocent people. We should always bear that one in mind. A famous Russian revolutionary, Lenin, once said that imperialism is the highest stage of capitalism. And I believe that we should view US imperialism through that act. There are US companies, and there have been, even before this credit crunch, you know, 6 months ago, before this imminent credit crunch has hit, there were US companies by the year dropping out of the top 500 companies in the world. You know, 20 US companies fell out of the top 500 companies in the world, 10 came in from China, 8 came in from India. The US bourgeoisie knows that their power is dwindling. It knows that the power is moving towards the east. So this isn't a well thought out tactic, this is a desperate position from capitalists to try and to uphold their power and try and continue to maintain their economic position. Petria, who's in the US cabinet, phoned Gordon Brown. He sent Gordon Brown a telegram when the news of the imminent credit crisis hit. And he said to Gordon Brown that we need to up the war on terror. And that shows to you that there are clear links between these wars and the war and the economic crisis that we see around us. You know, recently in July, we've seen the oil fields that were nationalised in 1972 by the Iraqi government privatised, and the final aim of what this invasion was all about finally become true. Shell, BP, companies like that now have control of Iraqi oil, which is what the Americans wanted in the first place, and ultimately what this war was about. Okay, I'm going to quickly try and round up as best as possible on Obama, okay? Where does this lead us for Obama? You know, some people will see this, the election of Obama as a victory for anti-imperialism, but I would warn against that, okay? Barack Obama voted against a timetable to pull the troops out in Iraq. Barack Obama voted, while a senator, for unlimited funding to the military. I think it's absolutely crucial at this time that we give Obama no time whatsoever. We say no to Obama, we say troops out now. The same policy has to stay in place. The same policy that we gave to George Bush. Just because Barack Obama's not a cowboy running around on a Texas oil field or one thing or another. Just because Barack Obama has a slightly Arabic sounding name. Just because Barack Obama has a nice smile. The policy shouldn't change. We say troops out of Iraq now. And the point is, hopefully as I've illustrated to you, the point is, to resist imperialism, you have to resist capitalism as well. And to resist capitalism, you have to resist imperialism. And that's why I'm calling on everyone here who maybe hasn't got involved before to come and help our struggles in the Socialist Workers' Party. Our struggles against imperialism are also our struggles against capitalism, and they should be your struggles as well. Thanks very much.
We've still got two speakers left. We've got Mohammed Qureshi, who's going to be speaking about Pakistan, and we've got Dominic Kirkhead, the president of the Students' Union, who will be speaking about Iran. Mohammed Qureshi, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Qureshi. I want to speak for Pakistan, for there should be no war anymore and bring peace to this world. We have gathered here today to debate for a common cause, a cause that has led this world into chaos, hatred, bloodshed and killing of innocent people. Where the belief for a normal life has been forgotten, where the respect and rights of individuals have ceased to exist. We have to remember that we are all human beings and that the art of war is not the only solution for bringing peace into this world. But it is an invitation for creating havoc in the lives of the future generations to come, where the future of young ones is jeopardized and where the future crumbles and slips like little particles of sand from the palms of little children. The time has come where we stand together and speak together and believe that and seek together for a peaceful future with no war, but rather a peaceful solution for this better world. Killing is the trait of a butcher, and greedy, and not that of a human being.
Right now we just debate.
The fact that I am stressing that no war should be waged against Pakistan with the interest of eliminating extremist groups and most wanted men in this world, which are only doubted to be found there. From the past, we have seen that the last few attempts of war by America have resulted in the failure in the case of Afghanistan and Iraq. Nothing but screaming of women for the lost ones and cries of hunger and hate have only been heard. The war waged in the interest of the citizens for the security in the case of Iraq, while attempting to wave off power of biological weapons which were never found to be in that country, has turned these people's lives into nightmares. Where there is no peace but killing of innocent people, humans turning into savages, making them live in the poorest state of their lives and conditions, with a dull future and no hope. In the case of Pakistan, which is possibly concluded to be the next target by the United States government, which to strike the heart of terrorism, would be another catastrophe. Nothing more than bloodshed, hatred, killing of innocent people is going to be devastated from such an event. Pakistan, like Afghanistan, Iraq, is going to become another battlefield where poverty, corruption, and rights of citizens are going to vanish into the thin air. Instead, the ultimate solution for a war against terrorism should be dealt much more tactically. Forces should be assembled and grouped to fight such threats in particular parts of the country where such threats exist. Dialogue, conferences, and summits should be set up throughout the entire country and all over the world to find solutions to such problems. Personal interest of government, such as geographical locations, for domination of the region, extracting of mineral resources of power and controlling, and should be discouraged by the citizens of such countries, especially the United States of America, who attempt to strike only for such actions that bring poverty and violence to these regions. The world itself is too big enough to be controlled by one country who watches out for the interests of the entire world. But in reality, such countries are only watching out for their own interests in the long run. It is time that we hold our hands and spirits together. We pray for peace more than ever we have. Believe in ourselves that we can make this world a better place to live without killing. You and I might not have known what a war is actually like for those who've actually experienced it. But let me tell you one thing, that a war is nothing glamorous. It is nothing, there is no valor about it. And all you can hear is the screams of women for those who have died, cries of children, and screams of hunger from these people. And all you can see it when the dust settles, when this war ends. And I'm sure you come across it when at the end of the news, when you turn the television on, just listen to the news reports every day for the weather conditions, and before this you hear what has happened and the catastrophes that have taken place. So beware for the time to come when you are going to be the voice of this world, when you will have the power to vote, when you can make a difference, when your power to protest against actions that are taken against your will. We are the future and we can make a difference. We are like little raindrops that fall from the sky. The raindrops that fall on this earth that form streams. The streams that form rivers, and the rivers that form in the big sea. And we are the big sea that can make a difference in this world. The sea may be quiet and deep and blue, but when the sea rose, when it blows with the wind, it is heard, and it is bloody well heard. And this, we are the sea together, and we can make a difference. Let us be together now, and be a reason for tomorrow, be a reason for exist, and bring prosperity and peace to this world, without war, and peace for this entire world, for a better life and a better future for tomorrow and for generations to come.